good morning, folks. Well, hope you can see me. It's still a little dark, but we're in Kenora. I just got out of our hotel room. Weird hotel, weird place. I mean, it was clean, but it was weird. I mean, I don't know what to say. Clean room, nice shower, but I think everything was built lopsided. It's overlooking the water, but I don't know. But the price was right, and everything else around here was very high in price, like it was 115 and up plus tax. So you're probably looking closer to 130 bucks. Anyway, we got one for, would you believe, 69 bucks. So by the time we were finished, we paid 81 bucks. But the room was very clean. Everything was, looks like the guy must have worked for IKEA or something, because all the stuff that we had in there was all, yeah, it was all IKEA type style. And the bathrooms, you had no place to put anything. I mean, you couldn't put your shampoo anywhere, you couldn't put your shaving kit anywhere, but it was all there. I mean, but it just didn't have places to put things. So, I don't know, it was a unique experience, to say the least.
The shower instead of
a tub. Shower instead of a tub, and it was a brand new shower, very nice, with a big water, you know, one of the big round heads on it, and so it was all right. Except it was weird. And getting into town, now that was another thing. Of course, they had a detour on 17, and and then on top of that, old Windy Wendy here led us right past the hotel. Hotel isn't lit up. It's got these flag type things on the side, and so when you come by it, it really didn't have anything on it to indicate that this is the place. And so, of course, Windy Wendy took us past it by quite a pile, I would say a couple of kilometers, and said, blah, 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 Lakeview, whatever it was, you have arrived. So we looked, and there's this abandoned driveway there and an abandoned lot. And we thought, oh, that sounds, that looks interesting. Are you cold?
It's got heat up yet.
Oh, so it's not heated up yet, okay. Anyway, we're on the way, folks, so we'll be heading for Regina, looks like. It's 700 and about 800 clicks from here. So we'll see how it works out. Maybe we'll go to old Pincher Creek or Speedy Creek, or what is it? No, not Speedy Creek. No, no. What's it called? Pincher? No, Swift Current. Yeah, we used to call it Speedy Creek. But anyway, that's another story. Anyway, we'll put this camera the way it should be and shove it the other way around. Oh, hey folks, we're in Manitoba. Just crossed the border here. And did you know that radar detectors on your car are illegal here in Manitoba? They got a sign as you come in. And as soon as we cross the border here, whatever, you know, the provincial line, it's not the state line, it's the provincial line, it became 4 lanes. Okay, so Northern Ontario has not yet got into that. Now, mind you, having said that, they are working on it, and it's not flat there. Okay, so we're in Manitoba. It's 8 degrees outside. It was 9 degrees when we started this morning, and yesterday around this time when we left Ontario, it was 20, well, during the afternoon became 26 degrees, and then it gradually dropped from there. So I think today is supposed to be in the mid-teens, and it's what time is it here? 7 o'clock? No, 7 o'clock in Ontario. It's 9, 7, 8. 8:01. Yeah. It's 8 o'clock in the morning here. And we're 740 kilometers from Regina. And we're not quite sure yet where we're staying. But we'll figure that out once we make an en route stop. Take a stop and figure it out. I couldn't work on it last night because the internet, I couldn't get hooked up to it. Okay, oh, there's a deer. See it, folks? There it is. Now, if there's one, there's more. Right? Is that what they always say? You can see in there. There you go. Oh, yeah, there's a few more in there.
Was there?
Yeah, he was the last of the bunch.
Yeah.
So you can see, folks, what you have to put up with out here. So, I don't know if you even saw that, but I just happened to turn the camera on. Was it? Oh, was it a buck? I didn't. I was more concerned. I was looking towards the right to see if there's any more coming.
Yeah.
Because that's the normal. You know, you see one, you see there's another one, usually right behind him, and he's usually hurrying to catch up. So I'm glad they've got these big, wide, open areas on each side out here. It gives you a chance to see them.
Yeah, everything's cut down so that it's, yeah.
So I don't have a truck with a big bumper on the front like those.
Those jerseys are supposed to work.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, we got little whistles on the bumper. Of course, I don't know whether that's an old wives' tale or not, but we stuck them on anyway because I found them in a drawer somewhere, still in a package. And they've been laying there for years, probably 15, 20 years. So I'll put them on the car. Can't hurt. And they were sort of a gray in color, so they kind of blended with the silver color of the car. That restaurant we ate at, Marlene just mentioned, it was called it was a Shell gas station. It's on the right-hand side when you're going westbound. And like I said, it's about 100 clicks, something east of Winnipeg. That was called the Yogi, the Ranger Station. Is that what it was?
Yeah,
Ranger
like
Station?
That, yeah.
And the restaurant was called, it's both a restaurant, novelty shop. It was called the Yogi Bear something. Picnic Basket. And
it's very good.
yeah, very good. And drive-through pumps, you know, it's wide open. And there's another gas station, I can't remember, I think it was a Petrocan or or an Esso just across the way. So there's a couple of gas stations in there. So just a little promotion if folks happen to be going this way. You know, like you always think that, you know, if you look at the map between Kenora and Winnipeg on a map, all you see is maybe a couple of little towns on the map, and you wouldn't think that there was a big Shell or Esso or whatever it was, Petrocan stations. But yeah, they had big ones, you know, big islands, like they'd probably have 8 pumps each. So there was fuel there, and a nice little novelty shop, so very nice. It was just probably 5 kilometers east of Pine Grove rest area, which I think it was called Pine Grove, wasn't it? Yeah, I'll let you know in a sec here because we're just coming up on it. That's where the service center was. And like I said, it's breakfast. What did we pay? $6 or something for pancakes? And yeah, around $6-7. Tips included, like $6-7 for the coffee or for the main menu, which was pancakes, and Marlene had French toast, and then we had a cup of coffee, and it came to $17, and I just gave him $20. And here, enjoy. Keep the change. Yeah, Pine Grove Rest Area. So it's just east of the Pine Grove Rest Area, which is actually in the center, as you can see here, of the highway median. It's quite a wide median here. I can't even see the other side of the road. But so it services both east and westbound lanes. So there's a rest area in there, and they have washrooms there as well. But you might as well use the washrooms in the restaurant there, because they're very clean. So yeah, so I just thought I'd mention that. It's 9, at 9:15 here right now. So Marlene feels better now. She's got her tummy full of French toast. So she's a happy camper, even though she's not camping. She wants to camp, but all I got is a tent and she doesn't like tenting. She doesn't mind camping as long as it's in a hotel. We were looking at a Rialta. I don't know, folks, you know what a Rialta is? It's a Volkswagen, a Vanagon. It looks like a well, the Vanagon. If you take the chassis of a Vanagon, and Winnebago makes them, and they're actually very unique because they're like a mini camper, but wider. They're wider than the Pleasureways, even though Pleasureways comes out with new wide ones as well now. But the Rialta, I think they stopped making them in the mid-2000s. I think 2005 is when they finished making them, and you got to get the larger engine. I think you need the 201 horsepower, I think it is, because if you take the earlier one, they were only at 145 or something like that, horsepower. So that extra horsepower gives them a little extra oomph, which you need, I think. So you got to get the later models, and they have a very unique interior. They actually have a wash room in it, which actually you pull out into the hallway. So in other words, it's like in a small little closet, and when you want to take a shower, you pull it out about another 1.5 feet out of the wall, like out of the closet, and it gives it an extra width. So it becomes a all-in-one shower as well. Of course, it gets everything wet, but that's, you know, in those types of it's all molded sink and molded everything, shower, but you know, it's actually quite nice. And we were thinking about that, but they've got a place down south, down just it's east of Phoenix, no, west of Phoenix, and we were gonna, when we were there in the winter, last winter, we were gonna have a look at it, and man, they you know, for a good one, they were looking close to 40 grand US, and you know, I try to rationalize in my mind what $40,000 is, you know, and whether or not it's economically feasible. And of course, anything I rationalize whether it's economically feasible, it always gets the thumbs down. So the only thing, you know, I mean, I can rationalize too and say, well, the airplane I've got is totally not feasible. And I'll agree with you on that. I agree. You know, but I've got it now, so yeah. Just operating that thing is totally unrealistic. Right?
Right.
See? I got a positive on that one.
Yeah. I'm not going to tell you that.
Well, you don't have to tell me that. I already know that. But anyway, we won't get into that, will we? Because I could be golfing too.
It's a decision you have to make now.
Well, yeah, but you could be sitting at home all the time doing nothing.
That's right.
You know? So, but I'd like to get Marlene involved in it, and since she's not involved in flying, she was before we were married. I don't know what happened. She was even trying to get flying lessons. Well, she even took flying lessons. And she couldn't get her medical. Because she's so unhealthy.
Right.
Can you believe that? I think you're on a drug that you could get over the counter now, right?
Yes.
And they said, oh no, you're taking that, you can't get your license, you know. Thought, ah, come on. I know you had some stomach issues or something. And now that stuff's just, you know, that was years ago. And she did real well in ground school, I'll tell you. She was smart. She'd ask me questions. And she thought I knew everything. And she'd ask me questions about engine stuff. And I don't know what it all was. And why this and why that. And, you know, of course, she knew the answers. I think she was just testing me. Right? But she was good in ground school. I wasn't any good in ground school. I'm not good in school at all. I was happy just to pass. to me, I always said, well, I'm not going after a scholarship, so why aim for those high numbers? I was happy just to get a 70s. You know, I was ecstatic if I got an 80. And I never liked to steady. If I steadied, I remember studying for my final exams, like when I had to get them. I was, you know, had to get my grade 12 in. Boy, did I study. Because I needed that secondary school diploma. And I studied. I remember it was geography. And I think I got in the low 80s on that in my finals. Which just blew me right out of the water. Because to me it was just all memory work. Nothing made any sense to me. I just memorized everything and somehow I passed. Then I got my secondary school diploma. So, right? Worked out for me. Worked out for you?
Absolutely.
Yeah, Marlene went to medical school. Hey, you did.
I went to nursing school.
Yeah, medical.
Medical.
That was medical.
No.
Oh, wasn't it medical?
Going to become a doctor.
Wow.
Nursing.
She was trying to become a doctor.
I wasn't.
No, you weren't. I was just kidding. She's a nursey, folks. She's a nursey. And that'll come in handy when I get older because she'll know how to take care of me then. Okay, folks, we're heading down to Steinbach. And we have some friends that live here. So we thought we'd have a coffee with them. Yeah. Okay, we just had coffee with a friend of ours, lives in Steinbach. And so we've been here for, what, how long now? About an hour and a half or so. And so that was done. And now we're en route to, I got Regina in the box here, but I don't know, we might not go to Regina, we might go to Verdun instead. See what time it works out for us. But you'll notice it's sunny.
It's nice.
Just in that time that we were here in Steinbach, it turned quite nice. And it's 13 degrees outside right now. So that's quite a bonus. And they've really been adding to this little town, I'll tell you. Well, it's not a little town, I think it's a city now.
It's very progressive now.
Yeah, and there's 4 lanes. I think they're working on 4 lanes. Maybe it's always been 4 lanes. I can't remember. I used to always remember this as 2 lanes going in. This is Highway 12, Manitoba 12, whatever it is. Anyway, it's number 12. And as you can see, it's all farmland, folks. All farmland, nothing but farmland. So once we get figured out where we're going to go, we'll get back to you. Well, here we are on Highway 1, westbound, east of Winnipeg. So we weren't on here. We didn't come this way when we were going eastbound. We might just stop in at the Hotel 6 in Brandon. Anyway, weather's nice. It's 14 degrees now. So we'll take that Winnipeg bypass. I'm not quite sure which way we're going. Whether we're taking the bypass to the south or whether we take the one to the north. Anyway, I can't remember. But old windy here, I'll keep you posted. Maybe she'll take us to that address at that abandoned lane in Kenora. That was weird, wasn't it?
That was.
I've never had her do that to me before. Put in the address, and that was the address. I even double checked it. We got there and passed the hotel altogether, probably a couple of clicks away from it. It says, "You have arrived." And 630, whatever the road was. And yep, we looked there, and there it was. It was pitch black out there. And it was this old dreary looking laneway that went up to nowhere. We thought, well, if this is the hotel, that's not bad. Nice hotel. Might as well get out of our tent and pitch it. Anyway, we decided that we would stay in Brandon at the same place we did when we came over here on the 2nd of September. It is now the last day of September, and we're here again. So I went into the young lady and I asked her, I said, we stayed in your fine hotel here, as you can see, on the 2nd of September, and we thought we'd stay in it again. Can I still get this rate? And she says to me, well, she says, oh, is it just one of you? And I said, no, there's two of us. And she said, oh, well, two is a little bit more expensive. It's 118. And I said, well, that's strange. I said, we were in our same hotel, you know, and there was two. Oh, there was two of you. Oh, well, of course, the bill didn't show that for some reason. It only showed one.
Really?
So she said, but we'll give it to you for the $100 anyway. So we got it for the $100. Anyway, so I was happy. And I said, well, we'll take it. So, you know, because of that, I took it. Okay. Now, one thing I got to just double check here. I want to just see how far it is to get home. Like it just peed down here like crazy. So I thought, you know, to drive another 80 kilometers in this wetness, peeing down rain, why? You know, it's not worth it. Because it's only going to be a 40-minute drive extra. So anyway, I'm going to take a look from here to home. Is, hang on. Okay, it's going to take us, hang on just a sec, it's working on it. It's still working on it. This is a Magellan one.
Proceed to the highlighted route, Middleton Avenue.
Okay, it is 1,165 kilometers to, that will take us 11 hours and 32 minutes. That's fine tomorrow because it's on the way home. I know where we're going. If we left now, we'd get there at 3:30 in the morning. But we gain an hour. Okay, so we gain an hour. So anyway, that's good. Anyway, we got everything here, and we're going to go to our hotel room. It's now 4 o'clock here. We get breakfast here in the morning. They had a good breakfast, remember?
Yes, you did.
They had those waffles. So we're going to just call it a day. You know, it's been sort of a long day. And, you know, you get to a point where you just say, that's enough, okay? Right? Right. So we'll just sit back and chill. How the kids say? They say chill. We're just going to chill or something. Anyway, so that's it. We'll probably talk to you tomorrow morning.